Listen, Chelsea, I need you to stop arguing, alright? I gotta take care of this. So let me get this straight. Just handle the welfare check. Let the officer out. Nice interaction. Now I have to deal with you. Child services. We got a call that there's a hostile situation going on, and it involves your son. And obviously when there's children involved, I have to do my job. So a case has been opened. No, there was a hostile situation. I wouldn't even call it a hostile situation at the school. Okay, we got heated, me and my wife. The administrator called the police, this and that was it. There's nothing going on in my house. My house is a sanctuary. Okay, understood. Is it correct when I say that while you were at your son's private school, you called the administrator, quote, a ratchet ass bitch, unquote? Alright, you can't tell me that when you're like in the heat of the moment or you're driving your car and you have a little bit of road rage, you don't say things that you don't mean. I didn't mean that. Alright, you're saying that it was a hostile situation at the school, your house is okay, but is it true that you took your son by force from your wife, who you're separated from? No, that's where I disagree, sir, respectfully. I would never take my son by force, as everyone says, from my wife. My wife is pregnant. We had a disagreement about visitation rights. You know, we had this meeting. I wanted 3 days. She said 2. She said maybe 2. She went in an astronomical number with the child support. We had a disagreement. So I said, I'm taking my son, and I took him home with me. There was no physical altercation. I didn't RKO her or put her in a power bomb or anything. It was no by force. Alright, now am I correct in saying that before you took your son, he was primarily living with your wife for you know, his living situation? No, my son was living with her for a couple months, but while I was out of the picture. Okay, but before that, we all lived together. And I put the clothes on his back and I put the food on his table from the first second that he took a breath. Can I ask why you were no longer in the picture? Why weren't you in their lives? My wife met another man named Brian. And she's been friendly with him. I don't even know if she, did something, that would break our marriage up. But she pretty much told me to get out. She said she wanted some space, so I found my home here in New Jersey. But does that mean I can't see my son? This is why I took my son. Alright, I think that wraps up my questions for today. Just like the cop did with the welfare check and everything, I'm gonna be checking your living situation, and I'm gonna check on Junior. Okay, great. So were my answers up to par, and is that it now with the child services? Because I have enough on my plate as a single dad. So I don't really need this, as you can see, I just came from work and I'm dealing with all this, you know what I mean? No, unfortunately, this is an ongoing case, so it's far from closed. What do you mean an ongoing case?